Got some nuts.
It's a real nice
Bag of nuts.
bag of nuts, some crackers. Starting out with some Riesling, moving into Pinot Noir.
Rug is icing me out. All right. Hey, Internet. I'm Chaz.
I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine is Serious Business, episode 357. We're back today with some samples of Pinot Noir from Oregon.
It's been a while since we filmed a show, but I was hoping we'd do some Pinot Noir. Really excited to get to try some stuff. I know these are all samples, right?
Yeah, these are all samples. We got a pair here, thanks to the folks at Balzac Marketing Company down in California, and this here thanks to Trellis Marketing up here in Oregon.
Okay, cool.
So the ones
What's
on
the story with these?
I guess this would be on your right are a little more entry level ones
Okay.
that were sent to us. This is the Locations series Pinot Noir. I'm sure you've seen bottles like this from other places where they try and make kind of entry level wines that the winemaker feels is typical to the region, right?
Right. And the packaging's neat, right? It's like those stickers you see on people's cars sometimes, right?
Totally.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep. At I'll even say, I'll give you a little more. I'll even say I was kind of a little skeptical when I got the pitch because I see a lot of these wines from different areas made, and the price point for Oregon Pinot Noir, right around $20 from a bigger company, is often not really a compelling case.
Yeah.
But this is an opportunity to be proven wrong. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
And the bottle doesn't say
what year is it? Yeah, it just says Oregon, right?
Yeah.
So what is this? This is the Locations?
Yep. Locations Oregon Pinot Noir.
This is a non-vintage Pinot Noir. Interesting.
Yeah. All right. And the papers say Willamette Valley, but it doesn't say it on the bottle. And of course, those of you who watch this show probably are aware there's been a big hubbub of wine made in California lately, depending on where it says where it's from. So I'm going to just go with this. Probably is from a mix of Oregon vineyards.
Yeah.
But that could go either way. So
right.
And honestly, I've had good non-vintage Oregon Pinot Noir before too. Anyway,
Whatever. No, this is.
Let's see what happens. It smells like Pinot Noir.
People like banter. People like banter.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it does smell like Pinot Noir. I mean, to be honest, the nose smells
For
nice.
20 bucks, on the nose, it's quite solid. It's the darker side of it, so it's definitely like riper fruit.
Mm-hmm. Distinctly Pinot Noir, though. I don't think you would stick your nose in the glass and not guess Pinot Noir initially. Like, it's definitely got those sort of aromatics, the dark cherry, a little bit of earthiness.
A bit of strawberry, just the tiniest touch of heat. So it says 14.5, so a little on the warmer side. But again, for the cheaper wines, if you go less ripe stuff, usually it doesn't work out so well at the lower price points.
Interesting. It's big fruity right off the bat.
Yep.
And then big and fruity. There's nice acidity in the finish. There's a bit of heat on the finish. That definitely kind of comes through.
But just a little.
Yeah, just a little bit. But the initial attack of fruit, or let's call it attack, the initial wallop of fruit is really, really nice. It tastes very nice. No tannins really. There's really very few, kind of light.
The structure's definitely acid dominated.
Yep.
And I think it's done. I think that's done pretty well. I think that ripe dark fruit is there, but it never gets too heavy because the acidity really keeps it bright. Kind of fresh and makes it easy drinking. So
leaning towards the not cranberry, more like the pomegranate grapefruit sort of thing. There's some definitely citrus acidity going on in the finish. Overall, it's a really straightforward Pinot Noir, but at the same point, how much is this?
$20. Yeah, it's just retail, so you can find it for less.
There's nothing.
Some places,
it's solid at $20.
And the upside of the big brands like this too is the distribution's there. So we're lucky to live in Portland, live near the valley. We can find Pinot Noir at any price we want, whenever we want.
We have it good here.
But other folks, such as our friend John Moser out there, their selections are a lot more limited. And honestly, I'd say, if you want to just check into a bottle, see a little bit of what Oregon tastes like around this price point, I feel like it's pretty representative.
Yeah, I would say absolutely try it.
Yeah.
If you're in that position where you live outside of the state.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. We're spoiled here.
Yeah. So thanks, Mark, for sending this up. This is nice to see. So.
Because I've seen this label multiple times and always wondered about it. I'm like, because I think the packaging is cool personally.
It is good.
Some people may think it's kind of whatever, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
This is not bad. It tastes more like Southern Oregon than Northern Oregon.
That's probably in there, right?
Yeah, it definitely has that more ripe characteristic. Anyway, whatever.
No, I actually go on that. You're probably as qualified as anybody to talk about the. Is any amateur anybody to talk about
the amateur side of it.
The difference between Southern Oregon and Willamette Valley. Yeah.
I guess Pinot Noir I've had from Southern Oregon is more more cherry fruited, more dark fruited, almost like the kind of difference between like Yamhill Carlton and Dundee, right? Dark fruit, earth, as opposed to like bright strawberry fruit and like forest floor and like funky
more
aroma.
floral character too. Yeah.
Sometimes, right? But like a lot of times there's things that are distinctly Yamhill Carlton where you're like, this is a Yamhill Carlton wine. Southern Oregon wines can sometimes do the same thing, and I know this has got a little bit of that.
This is the 2016 Oregon Trails Wine Company. Again, not a lot of info about the producer itself.
Oregon Trails.
Yeah, but made in California with Oregon fruit. So you know, I don't know if the label really says it not. I feel like it's another big winemaking project that's taking a crack at an Oregon wine.
Okay.
But let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Less dark color, like a little more trends, like you can see through it.
Just
Nice
as you're
ruby
talking
color.
about, right? Contrast between Willamette Valley and Southern Oregon. So.
There you go. Yeah. It's like aspirin-y or something. It's kind of
Maybe a little like that, yeah.
like sweet tarts.
A little
or something.
dry earth, yeah.
Like crushed Smarties or
I
something.
can see that, like lighter cherries, like strawberries, right? Little funky, yeah.
It's
Here or
like
there on
it's
the
like,
nose, yeah.
it's like cranberries and I don't know. It is definitely less ripe smelling than the last wine. Yeah, I don't know. It's just got a weird nose.
Yeah, little weird nose. Yep.
Huh.
Also nice on contact, and definitely showing more complexity than the previous wine. The fruit flavors are lighter. There's still plenty of acidity going on.
A lot of acidity. It almost kind of like is over the top of everything.
But the fruit's still ripe and full without being as dark as the previous one, I think.
I would agree. Man, this one's kind of got me stumped. Like it's like cranberry, pomegranate, all those like even like red tea, maybe even like some dried floral kind of characteristics to it. None of the you're right. None of the like ripeness of the last wine, like none of the ripe cherry, sort of strawberry. The acidity is kind of from the very start to the very finish, which is something that I've not experienced very much. Typically, you drink a glass of wine, you take a sip. It's got this nice like bouquet up front, and then finishes with this acidity that kind of carries things along. This is just acidic through like the second it touches my tongue, it's acidic.
Yep.
So that's weird.
But doesn't get too harsh, I don't think. There's still that little Smarties thing that you get on the nose. I'm definitely getting on the palate.
It's never harsh. I would never
No,
qualify
yeah,
that. It's just
yeah,
like it's acidic from the second it touches my mouth.
Yeah.
So.
And that keeps it bright, and I think the fruit's got some weight to it without being too ripe. So that's some good complexity, I think. And again, I think pretty decent representation of entry level Oregon Pinot.
How much is this? This is so strange.
Let's say I feel like it's 20 again, but I should.
Okay.
I'll see if it's written down on here. I should double check. Yeah.
Another $20.
Yeah,
$20
$20. And honestly, I think I lean a little more towards this one.
It's
out of the two, because I think there's that little touch of complexity that grabs me a little bit.
Yeah, it's more bright. It's brighter fruited. Like it's a little more like I don't want to use the term austere.
A little bit, no.
It's got a touch of austerity to it, which is something that like happens in Pinot Noir sometimes, and like it's definitely representing that. I think I'd lean more towards the first one personally,
all right.
like little J. Miller inside of Chaz, like
that dark fruit,
right fruit. Yep.
Yeah. Reminds you of Southern Oregon a little bit. That's probably
Reminds
more
me
of a
of
plus
home.
for you than
but I don't know. This is just it's not a bad wine.
No,
Not my favorite.
no, but I'd say actually both these exceeded my expectations. I guess for a large production. Entry level Oregon Pinot Noir. So
Yeah.
So nice work there. Of course, if you do live in the valley and you're surrounded by all the great options that we have here, I definitely encourage you to seek out the smaller producers. But we also recognize that they're not available everywhere. And
I would drink this wine over like Erath or A to Z any day. I guess.
I agreed. Actually,
And at that price point, they're roughly at the same price point. So
man, that's the ones that I've had anyway. Yeah. So it's in the mix if that's what you're looking for. So pretty solid stuff. So.
All right, so last wine, we're getting into some proper Oregon wine. Dan's pouring off camera. I'm pouring on camera. It's like a wine centipede.
No.
I'm reaching.
Yeah.
All right.
So second generation. Three of the kids, I believe, came back to four. Cal, Paige, Colin, and David. Four of the kids came back.
Jeez.
Yeah. Work on the Family Winery, and they're definitely trying to make high end wine. The prices are up there. This is about $50, which is tough place to come in. I mean, you're definitely playing with the best of Oregon.
Right.
But this is one of the old vineyards. The Knudsen Vineyards been around for decades.
And that's why they can do it, right? Like,
Absolutely.
Like rocking an old vineyard like that, in a well-known vineyard at that. So
a lot of the famous high end Erath wines, high end Argyle wines come from this vineyard. So it's exciting to see this stuff back out in the market. We did some of their wines a few shows ago, but haven't had this one yet. So excited to check it out.
Yeah. So this is the 2015 Dundee Hills.
Dundee Hills Pinot Noir.
Yeah. So separate blocks.
As soon as we opened it, Chaz opened these to see if things were corked. He's like, "This smells good."
Yeah.
As soon as the screw cap came off.
As soon as the screw cap came off, like you could smell it right out of the bottle.
Dundee Hills Pinot Noir. Yeah. Man, a little bit of Forest 4.
Yeah.
Some quite ripe strawberries.
A little oak influence.
A little bit.
Yeah, I will say there's some oak. But the flavor of it smells like a Dundee Hills Pinot Noir.
Yeah, a little floral touch of heat, but I think that Forest 4 and the strawberry character for me are signifiers of that.
Same. Yep, and a light floral quality too,
Yeah.
which I would agree with. Yeah. It smells awesome.
Real nice on the palate. I'd say floral flavors dominate. Even it's like roses and light strawberries, but without being too sharp. Definitely a good round feel.
Dan's nailing it.
Yeah, good round feel across the palate.
Yeah, I couldn't say much else apart from that. Like the mouthfeel here is really spectacular. Has a very I don't know, just very good mouthfeel.
Yep.
God damn it.
Similar to the previous two, the structure is also acidity dominated, and there's not a whole lot of tannin going on.
No,
I'm getting some at the far back end.
Nice acidity, though.
But there's not a lot of it there, and I think the structure works also. I think there's just enough. As I have more sips, I'm getting a little more tannin, but it's light. It's on the light side.
Yeah, given the fruit profile, I mean, like this is more, I would say, in the crowd pleasing style, right? Like the acidity is nice and present, but the fruit is definitely at the forefront, and the tannins are sort of in the background.
Yeah, and I feel like it was made
delicious.
to drink.
It's delicious now.
Yeah. And I almost see no reason to wait, right? Like it's in a great spot if you got your hands on a bottle, enjoy it, right?
Yeah, I don't know that I'd age it, but at the same point, like it obviously doesn't need it. We're drinking it, we're loving it. But it's screw cap. I don't know if it would stay good for a while, but yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah, but really solid, and especially if you if you're getting a price break on this or whatever, I think at 50 this is in the mix with some of the best stuff that the state makes. And it's really solid, but even if if you get 40, 45, this is really representing value, and I think
it's beautiful.
Good to check out. Try glass if you can get it.
This is delicious. Yeah.
Makes me excited to see more. We're really enjoying this, and I definitely think it stands out more to me than the 2014 Pinot Noir we had. We got some samples then too, and we chose to do the Chardonnay on the show instead of the Pinot Noir.
It's a nice wine. Yeah,
but this is definitely a step up. So thanks for sending it our way. And I think this is a pretty cool representation of what you can get at the different price points too, because there's
indeed
definitely a lot more complexity here. There are some similar elements between them, but yeah, a little more complexity. Wait, a little more to think about. All three enjoyable wines, man.
It definitely represents like Dundee.
Yeah,
like it definitely speaks to like the place it's from, which is pretty exciting.
And I'll also say that like high quality Dundee Hills wine, you get to $50 real easy.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
But it's got a lot of hype for a reason.
It's good stuff. Yeah, it's real good stuff. So
So pretty solid, and I don't think it's that often that we can do 3 samples that we have never tasted before and enjoy all 3 wines. So thanks to the folks who sent all of this stuff our way.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah,
and
I appreciate
hopefully
that.
it's interesting to those of you who are watching as well.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for it's just interesting to finally get to try this guy, this Locations wine, because I've seen it so many times. So anyway, thank you for all of it. Yeah, it was a cool show. So
Cool.
until
Thanks.
next time, we'll
Bye.
see you guys. Bye.